All right, they tripping already.
We're already. We haven't even got started.
So now, when I was younger, I have spilled the beans. I was a snitch. Okay, I ain't got that much time. It's like that's what you're supposed to do. What? No, I don't think that's what that means.
If you know what I mean, if you've been sensitive or something, I'ma kindly and respectfully ask y'all to go on back out now. At least have common sense. Can you at least have common sense? It's a sport. It's a game to them. I talk shit any goddamn way.
You gotta have respect. If you don't have respect, it's not gonna work. Straight up. I'm gonna try to get out of there. However, if one of them hit me, it's on. The reason why he got drug into court is because for child support that he didn't want to pay.
Right. And look, they gonna be quick to tell you that it's her fault. You know, people, look, don't make me have to mess you up. I'm gonna talk to you and your child like that. Get out.
Don't mess with the kids.
It got nothing to do with it.
Just leave the kids alone.
I'll be needing somebody to laugh at it with me. And if you in your free time, nigga, look, just real quick. If we close to, you feel me?
Like you better stop.
I know, no.
I think that there's definitely some psychological and emotional issues going on, that makes you able to make that choice.
Oh, look, I feel sad. I want to keep talking.
What you got? You got 5 minutes.
I want to talk. That's what's up. Well, chat, is y'all ready? Is y'all ready in the chat? You know what I mean? To continue this conversation. I'm going to mind my business. You know what I mean? As much as I can. But we're just having this conversation. Don't nobody get in here and get to talking and attacking me. You know what I mean? Because you done misinterpreted did something that I done said.
I mean, but all educated people don't have common sense.
Man, they say common sense ain't so common. Blocker. No. Thing, please, y'all, do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and all the other stuff. Stop being stingy. What, you feel me? Listen, every time I watch the video, it's 2 things I get out of there every time. It's the very beginning where you be like, I was a snitch.
I know. I think it's time to do some more. Because I don't like being labeled.
She said I was a snitch. And then I always get the one where it be like, I'm gonna talk to you and your kids like that. The kids ain't got nothing to do with it. Hey, it's like, what? What? They put that together all out of content, just messed me all up.
Man, I think it's time for me to stop being a snitch.
We need a new intro, Mom.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So first things first. Welcome back. You feel me? We've been gone for a little second. You know what I mean? But hey, life happens. We ain't complaining, so y'all ain't complaining neither. Deal with it. You know what I mean? but for the most part, though, you know what I mean? Mom, welcome back. You know what I mean? How you feeling and everything?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. You know me. I cannot complain. You know what I mean? There's people with big problems in life. You know what I mean? And thank God that I don't see them type of problems in mine. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right. So, yeah, I cannot complain. I am doing awesome. Okay.
All right.
So today's topics, you know what I mean? Today's topic is how your childhood is affecting your adulthood relationships and so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying? So how was your childhood affections or whatever, or affecting, how are your childhood traumas pretty much affecting your adulthood relationships and situations, pretty much. So
very much.
Okay. So before we go ahead and dive into the questions and everything, and you know what I mean, give people an opportunity to put their input on what we're talking about. Mom, go ahead, tell them a little bit about yourself, where they can find you and what you got going on.
All right. I am Ani Mitchell, licensed marriage and family therapist. I currently practice in Lodi, California. But I'm able to provide services throughout the state of California via telehealth.
Okay, okay. And of course, I'm your boy Philly Black 209. You feel me? You can check me out on YouTube, all one word. You can catch me on Instagram, Facebook, and all that good stuff. Just a quick reminder or whatever. If anybody really try to reach out to me, I got a new phone, so I'm not quite hooked up to my social media at the moment. You know what I mean? I just never put all of them other apps onto my new phone. But if y'all are trying to reach me or something from there, I will be back on there soon. But as of right now, you know what I mean? You're going to go straight to my secretary. So, so
Okay.
you know what I mean? Bear with me if you are trying to get in contact with me on there and I haven't responded or said nothing, but that's why. You know what I mean? But other than that, you know what I mean? Welcome into another Melodic Mindset podcast. And let's get started. Let's get started. Let's dive straight in. So the first question is going to be, you feel me? And then the mom, I'll let you, you know what I mean, chime in and tell your input. You can go first. But the first question is, in what ways can your childhood affect how you behave as an adult? How can your childhood affect the way you behave as an adult? Couple examples: neglect, abuse, you know what I mean, absenteeism, etc. type of things.
So the bottom line. So this is the therapist question. The
That's
bottom
what you here
line
for,
is
right? That's why you here.
everything that happens to us in childhood affects us as adults. And if we do have, some sort of abuse, neglect, um, lack of needs being met, and we have not dealt with, those issues, meaning they are still unresolved, it is going to play out in our behavior. And what happens is we spend our adulthood tr- trying to meet the needs of the child we used to be, which we refer to now as the inner child. We all have one. When you see people who are being unreasonable, acting childish, or maladaptive, um, that's when you know that there are a lot of unresolved issues
Type
at
of
play.
deal. Type of deal. And with that being said, you know what I mean? I find myself, you know what I mean, a lot of times in life or whatever, you know what I mean, doing something and being like, I always wanted to do that as a kid. You know what I mean? I find myself doing certain things,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like this as a kid, you feel me? So I'm not going to have this for my child and everything now. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? I get it because a lot of us, it's not able to really, really have the control of our life like we want to until we grow. So all of the stuff that you got to miss out on, deal with, and everything as a kid, it's going to come out even more now that you have that 100% control of your life. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
definitely like it. Definitely affects. You know what I mean? In more ways than you can even imagine.
Absolutely. It affects how we operate in relationships, how we, operate on the job, how we parent our children. That's
Yep.
why a lot of our children are really lacking appropriate parenting, because we are still parenting our inner child, and our inner child does not care about our real children.
Okay. And look right there, Shonda Miller says, so we all running around trying to, what is it? Yeah, trying to make our inner child happy. That is 100% correct. You know what I mean? And that goes back to what I was just saying. You know what I mean? You find yourself like, oh, I always wanted to do this as a child. Oh, I always, you know what I mean? You know what? I've always wanted to, and it's just it's coming all back up now. But that's a testament to you being able to control more in your life now. You know what I mean? Now you don't have someone that's literally that have to make sure you eat on time, have to make sure you get in the shower, or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like, no, you have control of your life now. So you're going to try and do whatever it is, you know what I mean, to make that little that to get that need that child had. But now as an adult, you feel me, you're still chasing that when you need to realize you're an adult now. You're not a kid anymore.
Yes, absolutely. Put that last comment back up.
Oh wow, so our inner child takes away from our actual children.
If
Yes.
we are not careful, our inner child will run things and affect how we do everything. And yes, our inner child does take away from our actual children if our issues are unresolved. Our inner child don't care about our kids. Now we're as adults, we're not going to say that we don't care about our kids, feelings or needs or whatever, because it sounds bad. But a lot of times our actions will show that we are focusing on the inner child and not our real children.
Yep, I was just going to say that. We can say one thing all we want to, but the way you move, your actions is definitely, you feel me, going to be a telltale sign type of deal.
Yes. And then I was broke as a kid. I see myself buying stuff I couldn't when I was a kid. I say I'm a big kid. Yes, with adult money. Absolutely.
Okay. See, my thing is, you know what I mean? I find myself, of course, a lot of us didn't like whoopings and stuff growing up. So I find myself now, you know what I mean, when it comes to my kids or something now, I know sometimes, you feel me, they need some type of whatever discipline or something of the sort, but I still be like, nah, I just can't do it. You feel me? I'd rather just raise my voice and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? But like, I cannot really see myself or bring myself to grips to whooping my kids at this point. Like, I mean, I have before. We got a new child now that's only 11 months. That's going to be a year. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell myself now, you know what I mean, that I'm going to at least have to give him one or two whoopings at some point just so he know it's possible. Just so he know it's possible. You know what I mean? But other than that, like, no, I don't want to whoop you. You know what I mean?
Do it phase easy like that.
Yeah, I didn't like whoopings. I don't want whoopings. You know what I mean? So it's like I find it hard to actually, you feel me, get my kids where they want to be, you feel me, there, because I just can't do it. Which that's a good thing if you ask me. Because I mean, shit, they don't really need to be whooped. No way.
No, they don't. I know that, especially us as Black people, we we all grew up, getting a whooping when we did stuff or whatever. But we're finding now that that's not really the best way to handle things.
Nope.
You have to talk to your kids. You have to be willing to be transparent with your kids. Like, they see and witness what you really do versus what you say. And if you're showing them that you don't have to follow rules, how do you expect them to learn that, following rules is, what they're supposed to do?
Type of deal. Yeah. But so for the most part, you know what I mean? Yes. Okay. So that true answer to that number one question is yes. You feel me? And in what ways? A lot of ways. Your actions show, you feel me, from how you move and how you treat your kids. So it's definitely going to show, and it definitely can affect the way that you move around as an adult.
Absolutely.
So number 2 says, does childhood trauma affect your adult reactions in certain situations? Yes. Yes. You know what I mean? It definitely do. Go ahead, Mom. I'll let you take it away too, and then I'll chime in a second.
Unresolved childhood trauma, that's what's getting us in all the trouble we are in today.
It's actually running your life today.
It's running your life. If you don't deal with it, it will continue to run your life.
It's going to deal with you. Okay?
Right. Absolutely.
You don't deal with it, it's going to deal with you. And I'm telling you, certain people is just going to look at it and be like, oh, that's nasty. You know what I mean? Oh, no, no, that's no good, or whatever type of deal. And they have no idea, you know what I mean, what you went through, what you're going through. You feel me? Why you're reacting the way you're acting. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just going to come off as a visual disdain on you because of something you're doing as an adult that we all know as adults, some stuff we just don't have no business doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're not kids no more. You have to leave that life. You have to leave being a child alone because you're not a child. You can't move in a child, and especially if you have kids. You have no time to be trying to be a kid if you got kids. Only time you can be like a
Absolutely.
kid or feel like a kid is when you taking your kid to a park, maybe, and you can play at the park with them. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? You take them somewhere, amusement park or something where you can enjoy your time too. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the end of the day, you feel me? You're an adult now. You're an adult. You feel me? It is what it is. I'm sorry that your childhood did not go the way that you would have hoped it to go. I mean, I can honestly say my childhood definitely didn't go the way I would have hoped it to go, but we're grown now. You know what I mean? That is behind us. You feel me? So you got to try to make situations better for yourself. Just move different. You know what I mean? And like I said, that's kind of where it comes in that with the whole little whooping thing with my kids. You just got to try to move different. You just got to try to be. I'll say this so I don't ramble on and tie so much stuff together. I'll say this. Be satisfied, okay, as an adult, what you're doing now. Because if you're satisfied with what you're doing as an adult, then you don't have to worry about your childhood. Type of deal.
Right. And if you do have unresolved trauma, it the best thing for you to do is to work to resolve that trauma, whether you do reach out, to a therapist, or you work it out with, someone that you trust.
Or whoever you had the issue with. You can even do that. So I'll give y'all a little small example or whatever for anybody. What happened? Did you want to say something?
No.
Did I catch you?
Well, okay, so I agree with you to a certain extent, working it out with the person you have the issue with, but keep in mind that not everybody, because that adult that you had the issue with, or that person that you had the issue with, may not be able to give you what you need because they haven't dealt with it either.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there, but go ahead, give your example.
Okay, so anybody who knows me, you know what I mean? Understand, that I had the little problem or whatever going on with my mom type of deal. I've, you know what I mean, actually decided to sit down and have that conversation with her. I know it's a difficult conversation to have, especially if I'm going to be honest, if I'm going to tell her how I feel and everything. That's a tough conversation to have. But if you have it, if you're able to get all of that off your chest, how you felt, how it made, you know what I mean? This, that, and the third. If you're able to actually just say that to that person, it will make you feel so much better because you know what? Yeah, all of this happened or whatever, and whoop, but at least that person knows now. At least I got to tell that person how it will feel so much better. Because first off, you don't really need that person like that anymore. You know what I mean? If anything, you just really want that person to know how they affected you. You get what I'm saying? So if you're able to have that conversation, if you can, and if that person receives it well, you will feel so much better. I promise you. I promise you, you'll feel so much better.
Yes, and I want to piggyback on that too. For parents who have children, most likely adult children, who want to have this conversation, you cannot go into the conversation being on the defensive. You have to acknowledge your child, your probably most likely adult child's feelings, about how they were affected by you as a parent.
Type of deal. You got to be able to receive it. You know what I mean? Because if you go into a defensive, it's probably only going to make it so much worse now. Because by the time that conversation is over, you're going to be feeling like yourself, like, you know what, you didn't care then, you don't care now. You get what I'm saying? You're going to add, that's going to add even more fuel to that fire. You know what I
Right.
mean? So for the person that mistreats your child or something like that, you know what I mean? Because of course, you know what I mean, we'll have so many people that have access to this video. So I want to go ahead and address this to all kids, you feel me, that's adults now, and parents that's, you feel me, older now, and your kids is grown. Y'all got to let them have that. You feel me? They were the ones affected. They were the ones who was treated this way. They were the ones who were put in these situations and everything. You got to let them have it. You got to let them have it. It's not about you anymore. You know what I mean? You've already, like, it's about you and all of that is all, it's gone. You know what I mean? It's about that person that's affected. So if that person is coming to you and telling you that something you did affected them, receive it, apologize for it. You know what I mean? The best way you can. You know what I mean? Like, just, you know what I mean? You got to let them have it. You got to let them have it.
Yes. That's the best healing. I
Like,
usually help parents do that. But I want to just throw the disclaimer out there again. If you confront your parent with this information and your parent is still stuck in their own unresolved trauma when they were children, they're not going to have the best reaction.
type of deal. Hey, look, could we go back on a couple of these comments real quick, okay? One says, how do I recognize, give me the mat one. Yeah, there we go. It says, how do I recognize it, mom? I think I might have trauma. We may need to talk one-on-one. Mom, okay, so I'm guessing he's talking to you, mom. So he said, how do we recognize it? You feel me? He think he's going to have a one-on-one talk with you type of deal. So y'all can try to identify his trauma is what I'm thinking.
So okay, that's a pretty broad question about how do you recognize it. It comes across as it looks different, with different people, but like if you find yourself kind of throwing tantrums when you don't get your way, ready to fight, adult tantrums look like, you know, cussing folks out, being ready to fight. People can't be open and honest with you. Even your kids, if your kids strike the wrong chord, you overreact.
Well, it's funny that you say that, mom. It's funny that you say that because me and bro was just kicking it not too long ago over here, you know what I mean, at my house watching a little boxing match or whatever on TV. You know what I mean? Because we would just chill every now and then, watch, you know what I mean, a random fight or something. But I was just kicking it with him the other day, and I swear I was telling him, like, bruh, you got to calm down sometime. I'd be like, you be quick to flash on people, and you be quick, you know what I mean? And it's like, bro, just you feel me? You got to avoid confrontation first before, you know what I mean? I swear to God, we was just talking about that. So that could be something that you do right there. That can probably be why you be so quick to want to explode on somebody, especially if you feel that you have the right to. You know what I mean? If you can control yourself, even when you feel you have the right, you feel me? That shows improvement. That shows involvement. That shows, you get what I'm saying? Even though you have the right, even though you're in the right, sometimes it's just not cause for. Sometimes it's just not cause for. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but I'm telling you that, you know what I mean? That can probably be what you do, bro. You get what I'm saying? So I guess you'll just have to identify what is it that bothered you the most. You feel me? It's probably something that made you angry. You get what I'm saying? So now, as soon as you have the opportunity to be angry, you literally, what is that? I call it a kettle black. Whatever, sucker. I pump. You know, listen. I'm gonna tell you this about me, since you wanna put me on.
I'm gonna put you on blast.
Yeah, since you wanna try to put me on Front Street, I'm gonna tell you like this, okay? If I flash on somebody, I'm gonna keep it so honest with you. If I flash on somebody, I mean it. You feel me? Because I'm not out here starting nothing with nobody. I'm not doing anything to get on nobody. Like, I'm not doing nothing to you. So if you get me to flash on you, it's obvious something you're doing to me. So if I find myself flashing on you, I'm not going to feel sorry about it. I'm not going to, yes, I get it. You know what I mean? Like I just said to him, even though you're in the right, sometimes it's not cause for, but sometimes it is cause for. Because sometimes people think they're going to get over on you and going to constantly get over on you if you let them. I'm there to show them right then and there that I'm not letting that float. So if you find me flashing on somebody, it's their fault. I promise it's not mine. But sometimes it's not called for though, right? Yeah, I knew you was going to say that and I already answered your question. Boom. There goes the dynamite. You know what I mean? Quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. I answered that before you even said it, sucker. Now, you feel me?
Right.
Most definitely. Most definitely. All right, now I wanted to go back to something you said, Miss Miller. Let me see. I had to be honest with my dad. Yep, there we go. I had to be honest with my dad one time. It went well, but it was hard. Of course it was, because that's something that both of you probably wanted to avoid. Both of you, you know what I mean, would have avoided it if you could. But since it weighs so much on your conscience and so heavy on you, you the one who decided to make the first leap to make that conversation happen. Let me see. He was hurt, but he had to acknowledge my truth and thought I felt bad to get on his case. It did make a change for the better. That's how it is. You know what I mean? I can honestly say, before I had the conversation, you know what I mean, with my mom, I did not want to talk to her. I had no interest in talking to her. I did not care whether I talked to her or not. You get what I'm saying? But once we had that conversation, now it don't change how I was affected. No, what happened it does not erase what happened. It does not erase what I was robbed of as a kid. No, but I can honestly say it made it okay or whatever, to where it wasn't such a when I go to talk to my mom. It's like, whatever. You feel me? I can have a cordial conversation with, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Type of deal. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. But to be honest, I'm still the type of person, you know what I mean, that, yeah, I could talk to you for a little bit or whatever and whoop, whoop, whoop. But you feel me? I still need, you know what I mean? I still need breaks in between time when we talk. I don't find myself, I can honestly say, no, I do not want to talk to you every day. No, I do not. I still love you. You know what I mean? That you're my mom. You feel me? If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I cannot forget what I had to endure and go through. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, no. I released the I hate you feeling. You know what I mean? And now it's just the yeah, that was wrong, whatever. That's old. You get what I'm saying? It's old news now, type of deal. Yeah. But yeah, let me see. Should you distance yourself from your parent if they refuse to acknowledge your feeling? I definitely think you should. Because you don't need them no more. You know what I mean? You don't need your parents no more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I'll say it like this. As an adult, in any circumstance where you feel like you need space, you should take space. If you have to distance, you should do that. Even from a parent, if you have to create space, you got to do that for yourself.
Because I'm telling you, at the end of the day, what we always advocate here is for self. You feel me? It's for self. It's what makes you feel good. I think I have trauma from growing up sometimes. I feel like I don't know who I really am. Like sometimes and feel like I shouldn't like that. It's weird.
Right. Okay. So,
Hold on, wait, you saying you
you
feel
know,
like you
without
like some things you shouldn't like? Oh, you know what? You's a weirdo. You's a weirdo, fool. I know exactly what he's talking about. He got a dang
right,
old rock song or whatever, or he's got a rock song that he likes. But it's like he's like, I feel like I shouldn't like this because it's country music. No, bro. I'm gonna tell you this again. You like what the heck
what
you
you
like.
like.
It
Yes,
don't
I agree.
matter where you're from, what you come from. Who listen? There's gonna be some things that you hear that you ain't never heard before, and it's gonna be like, oh, that's cool. Like that sounds good. It is what it is. The melody's gonna hit your ear, however it hits your ear. You know what I mean? So
Right.
no, that's
That's
not
true.
a weird thing, bro. That's not weird, bro. I promise you, that's not weird. But you're a weirdo for keep saying it. You
The
stupid.
thing of it is we like what we like. You know, there's certain things that you would think, with my background that I shouldn't like. I probably not. Maybe it's not normal for me to like that I do like. So
Type of
yeah.
deal. Type of deal. Now you'll be all right, big dog. Whatever you like, no. It is
But
what it
yeah,
is.
if you talking about something deeper than a song, then we got to talk.
Type of deal.
You know, outside of this forum.
Okay. And Miss Miller, no. Okay. Don't put the pause on them.
You gonna
Okay.
put the
Don't,
pause
don't,
on your parent
don't put the pause on them.
if they try to fight you about your feelings. No, you just disengage. You don't want to, because you sometimes we do have to realize that even though that's the parent, mm, it doesn't mean that they're always going to have the proper response. A lot of parents go into defense mode. They defend themselves. They come up with a million and one excuses. Well, I did the best that I
Yep.
could.
And I'm telling you,
But
I heard that so much. I did
yeah,
the best I could. I did the best I could. But here's my
and they
thing. You must get
probably
it.
did. But right now, your child needs help.
No. See, I'm gonna tell you where that comment or where that statement, I did the best I can. I'm gonna tell you where that goes out the window. That goes completely out the window. You feel me? When you talking about, oh, I tried the best I can, but you were getting certain stuff for certain kids, and certain kids had to sit back and endure the bullshit. That is not doing the best you can. If you're doing the best you can, everybody is either going to get something or everybody is not. It's period, point blank. It's not no get this kid this and don't get this kid that. That's not doing the best you can do. You're picking who you want to do your best for. That's what you're doing. It's not no,
That's
I
what you.
did the best. No, that's an excuse. That's an excuse. If you did more for one child more than you did for the other child, that best you could is out the window. Don't nobody want to hear that. You did the best you could for a specific child, not all your kids. My bad for you know what I mean. That sounded a little
I
emotional.
understand that struck a nerve
Yeah,
right there, but but I
yeah.
definitely get that, and even though I was a young mother, I guess I was sensitive to that because I tried to do the same for all my kids, so much so that they were all dressed alike until they told me, quit it.
Okay. I remember that. I was seeing pictures and everything, and of course I
You
talked to
saw the pictures?
her. She tell me
Yeah,
all the time. She be like, "Yeah, we all was dressed the same. We all, you know what I mean." She said,
man.
you'll buy them three." Since they, what was good on your part though, or where you lucked out, you feel me, is that they all was able to wear the same thing. You get what I'm saying? Or did you have to buy different sizes?
Different sizes. No,
Okay,
they
because I
all
remember
have
from
their
the
own
school.
stuff, but it was to the point if I get one this, I got to get all of them this. So I don't think now, they can argue, but I don't think that
That look is
they
like they're
can
going to
say,
argue.
yeah, I don't think that they can really say, dang, my mom really did more for
Right,
another one.
right. Right.
And now, correct me if I'm wrong, Miss Miller.
Look, she gonna tell you. Hey,
She-
she gonna let you know. That's why I believe in getting
but yeah, I did it so much that they all looked alike. I combed their hair the same. It was, it might have been, oh, some of us got more whooping.
Hey, look, listen. If you're older, you feel me? That's you know what? That's something. That's something. Well, never mind. That's
I
neither here
don't
nor
know.
there.
I'm not so sure that I agree with that. I think when it kind of like went overboard with the whoopings is probably when they were probably too old to have whoopings. And I think they all kind of look, I'm not going to incriminate myself, so we going to move on.
Right. Look. Hey, listen. That's why I was just like, you know what? That's neither here nor
Yeah.
there. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm not going to incriminate myself.
I was
at
just gonna
this.
say something to it. I'm like, you know what? I can save that. That doesn't need to be said. Okay, let's go to the next question. Let me see. Do childhood coping mechanisms affect adult friendships and relationships, and in what way? For example, abandonment issues, clinginess, defensiveness, evasiveness, narcissism, you know what I mean, narcissistic stuff or whatever, and etc. You get what I'm saying? What does like do your childhood coping mechanisms start to create these situations where your adult, you know what I mean, situation is being affected now because of a trigger, as we should say. That's pretty much what a coping mechanism is. It's a trigger. What do you do? What is something that you do to protect yourself, or you feel me, defensiveness, you know what I mean, type of deal, clinginess, all of it goes in because let's say you was neglected as a child, okay?
Ah,
She said she neglected me as an adult. Damn, look, that ain't when you pop up. You ain't never said nothing. Now all of a sudden you want to hop in here to attack mom. Hey, get out of here, Bennett. Hey, no, I'm just playing. I love you, sister. I'm
she
just
did
playing.
tell me that, and I had to. I'll be calling her now. I'll be like, "Hey, you at work?"
What you say? You trying to fix it, huh?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So check this out. Okay, being neglected as a child, you feel me? It will cause clinginess as an adult. Okay. Um,
Or
being
something similar.
or
Hmm.
something similar. Being attacked all the time. Matter of fact, I need to watch that now. Now that I'm looking at this, I need to watch that with Phil. You feel me? Because I call myself or whatever being on him. I'm going to be on him. You feel me? I'm not trying to give him no room to breathe. Type of deal. When you mess up, you're messing up. Type of deal. I'm going to let you know so you can try to correct yourself. I need to watch that. You know what I mean?
There's
I
a
need to
way to
watch
do everything.
right because I can see now this or how I am with Papa's. You feel me? It's going to cause defensiveness and evasiveness with him. You know what I mean? He's going to want to avoid the conversation because he feels like, you feel me, he's going to say something wrong or going to dig himself in a bigger hole. You know what I mean? Defensiveness or whatever. It's always like, okay, dad is always going to be right no matter what. Dad is always going to be like, whoop, 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 I don't care. I'm right. You feel me? You need to listen to me. So that is going to cause his defensiveness. So when you go to say something to him, he's going to be like, whatever. I don't care about it. I don't want to hear it because I don't have to listen to you. You're not my dad. You're not, you get what I'm saying? I do not have, I had to listen to him. I'm older now. I don't have to listen to any of you. You get what I'm saying? So I need to watch it. I need to watch it. I call myself, you know what I mean, being on him, you know what I mean, when I try to get on it right away whenever he do it because I'll forget some shit and I won't be able to articulate it the right way since it's not fresh. You know what I mean? But reading this, you feel me, now as an adult myself, you feel me, I know I need to correct this.
So there's nothing wrong with addressing
No.
things.
It's how I address it. I dig
It,
into them. I'm
right.
like, bro, you got like you're fucking up, bro. I'm gonna need you to knock that. You know what I mean? I feel like I kind of dig. I kind of dig into them. You know what I mean? I really do dig into them. So I need to catch that. I really need to work
And at
on
the
that.
end of the day, we have to remember that they are children. So
Whatever.
they're going to mess up.
You see this right here? So LP is going to turn into Philly Black. You stupid. I don't know why they not letting you comment, sister, but your comment is there. So obviously you in here, baby.
I can't comment.
You said I had
You
to
got
swing
to-
Andrea, you feel me, baby? You feel me? Okay. Let me see. All right, so yeah. Coping
So when
mechanism.
it comes to abandonment issues, I think we all have a certain level of abandonment issues. We don't want people to leave us.
Mhm.
And so we do things that we think is going to um, make them stay, keep them around, force them to stay. Sometimes we
I'll tell you this. Me and the way that I am now, it's like if you want to go, go. You get what I'm saying? I understand, you feel me? I cannot make you stay around me. You get what I'm saying? I cannot make you get along with me. You know, so one of my main things, you know what I mean? It's really, if you don't want to be around me, then don't. You know what I mean? It's not gonna hurt my feelings. It's not gonna because you have a choice, you have an option type of deal. And I feel the reason why I'm so comfortable with that feeling alone, it's your choice. If you choose you don't want to be around me, then I'm fine with that. Because I had two different instances, you know what I mean, in my life or whatever, where where I had the choice if I can go with my dad or with my mom. I had that choice, two separate occasions. You get what I'm saying? The first time, I feel like I made the right choice. The second time, I feel like I made the wrong choice. But overall, I had the choice. As long as the choice is there, you know what I mean? It's up to you. So as far as somebody being around me, not being around me, you feel me? I feel like I take it well with your choice. Whatever you choose that you want to do, I'm going to be fine with it. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm not going to hold you against your choice. I'm going to be fine with it because it's an option type of deal. And that's just how I move around as an adult. I really don't care. Like, if you don't want to be around me, that's your choice. You don't want to be around me. I can't make you be around me. But them stem from them two simple choices growing up as a kid.
Right.
Let me see what Killer says. We was really abandoned though. She disappeared. Hey, look, we can't. Hey, look. Leave attacking mom to me. You know what? That's messed up. But no, but that's some real shit though. You know what I mean? And to be honest, I mean, man, we can go in so deep on this comment alone. We can go so deep on that comment. You know what I mean? But to be honest, she said I'm on her head. I'd rather spare her, sister. I'd rather spare. I wouldn't want to put that. You know what I mean? I really would prefer to spare her on that one. Like, cause yeah, we can go that rabbit hole is deep. That one right there. We'll put that comment back up there. That one is deep. You know what I mean? So yeah, I rather spare on that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, so what we're gonna do? One more question. Well, we've been in here for 40 minutes already. All right, we'll just try to blast through the second half questions. You know what I mean? So we can try to catch ourselves on time. Um, do you have to be off in a certain time or you free, mom?
I need to be off by 7.
By 7? Okay. Then we good then. Oh no, we got 30 minutes.
Miss
All right, so
Keela, therapy is not a bad thing.
no, it's not. No, matter of fact, that's what mom is here for. That's why we got
I
mom
do
here.
it all the time.
That's why we got mom here. She's the professional therapist. Okay. So the last question on this first half, and then we'll do a quick little commercial break, and then we'll blast through the second half. How do you stop your inner child from making decisions in your adult life? Easy. Be an adult. Easy.
Right. But the thing of it is you have to start to pay attention and recognize it. Like, okay, hold on. I'm making this decision right now. Is it, my selfish person or is it me? Is
Right.
this a
You
good
gotta ask
decision?
yourself
Where is this decision stemming from?
stemming from. Yeah, you
You
gotta
got to question
separate the
yourself.
two. Yeah, you gotta separate the two. Is this for the better cause or is this just for me? You get what I'm
Yes.
saying? Is this just what I want to do, or is this the better for all of us right now? Type of deal. Ask yourself that question when you make a decision. You feel me? Pertaining to more than just yourself. You get what I'm saying? Ask yourself that, and you'll figure it out real quick. Let me see.
Who both? Who is both? Who wants the same things? Because it's a difference, and when you really think about it, you realize like, okay, I'm being a brat, and I literally call it out. Me and my inner child.
I
Okay,
picked what she was saying. She was saying they both want the same thing. Her inner child wants the same thing as her adult. But like I said, this goes right back to the very first thing I said when we read the question. Be an
unresolved.
adult. Be an adult. You get what I'm saying? Be an adult. You know what I mean? Like you
Make
cannot.
the difficult decisions.
Yes, because an adult got the decisions to make. Children don't have decisions like that. They just mosey on through their life. As an adult,
Yes,
you have to make a decision. And 9 times out of 10, that harder decision, most likely is going to be the right decision that you need to take. You're probably going to take that other decision anyways, just to avoid all of the stuff that comes along with being an adult. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I would say, yeah, make that difficult one. Whatever that difficult answer is, go with that one. Or go,
right.
no. Let me not say that because that difficult one might be some bullshit. You know what I mean? Situations can change all the time. But I'm just going to say, you know what I mean? Go with the one that doesn't, you feel me, literally be like, okay, this is for me. If you can make a decision, you feel me, that helps, you feel me, more than just yourself, you know what I mean? That's being an adult. You feel me? That's making the correct decision.
Right.
Okay, I was wrong. You feel me? There was another question down here. It says, when should you seek counseling? When does that moment come up where you're like, you know what, I need help? Maybe when you tell yourself that, whether you're joking or not, if you say that I need help, maybe it's time. Like,
That's an indicator.
yo,
Um, when you realize that how you feel, the decisions you're making is starting to impede your life, meaning preventing, interrupting functioning, like you're not being responsible as an adult, it's keeping you from going to work, or it's causing you to fight with people at work, or um you know and you feel like you can't help it. That's when you need to go and seek a therapist. But it's not even just therapists. I don't want to make it seem like you have to go see a therapist. If you have a grandmother or even a mother or a parent that can be objective and really help you with sound advice,
and not
um
always
not
agree with
necessarily
you.
advice, but help you be able to process what you're going through, what you're feeling, things that you're hung up on and all that. Then yes, you can go. It doesn't have to be a therapist. Most people come to therapists because they don't have that in their life, or they don't want people that see them on a regular basis to know like their deep, dark, thoughts or feelings, or, you know, or to know. A lot of people don't want other people to know that they're struggling.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And,
My thing is,
as a therapist, I'm
my
sorry.
my main thing or whatever that I always say to baby or whatever is I don't feel like, you know what I mean, a counselor is needed, you feel me, if you can already yourself recognize your problem. Because that's what the counselor is going to be there to do, to recognize that problem that you're having on why you're doing what you're doing.
To
If
help,
you can
yes.
if you can recognize that, then change it. You know what I mean? If there's something that you know you need to just change it before you decide to go in there and waste your in the therapist's time. You get what I'm saying? Like certain stuff can be auto corrected. You just got to
It's
be willing to
never
do
a
it. You
waste
got to
of
be willing
time.
to embrace
It's
the
never a
responsibility
waste of time if it's promoting positive change.
type of deal.
So we don't want to say it's a waste of time because some people really feel like they are helpless to change their situation.
You're right, though. You definitely got to recognize the problem in order to even do that. Now, I'm gonna say this, and I wanted to say this too. You feel me? I wanted to say if you're finding yourself, you feel me, as a person comfortable with always being in some type of drama, if you're comfortable and okay, like, well, it had to be done, and that's normalized for you, then I think you need some type of counseling or therapy. Because always being in some type of drama, some way, somehow, it's not normal. That's not, you know what I mean?
Definitely not healthy.
It's definitely, there you go. You feel me? I swear I was trying to find that word in my head somewhere, but you said you like perfectly. It's not healthy at all.
It's not healthy.
It's not. You feel me? You should seek some problem. I mean, you should seek some help then, because it's not normal for you to always be in some type of confrontation somehow, some way. That
Yeah.
can't be normal. That can't, like, come on now. Come on now. Like, if you find yourself in that, then I think it's time for you to find counseling.
Yes. Hey, sister.
What's going on, Auntie? All right, come on. Quick commercial break, babe. We got about 20 minutes. Yeah, we got about 20 minutes. Go ahead. You feel me? Matter of fact, we ain't even got a commercial break.
Okay, let's go.
We ain't even got a commercial break. You feel me? We'll just go straight into the next questions.
Let's go.
Are my children being affected by my parenting in my childhood traumas? I believe we discussed this earlier. You know what I mean? Having childhood trauma, you feel me? As mom, the professional therapist told us, you feel me? It can affect, you feel me, your children now. It could take away from your children now, and all of that good stuff. You know what I mean? It definitely can affect how, you know what I mean, situations and stuff is going on with your child. I promise you.
If it's unresolved within you, it is affecting your children in every relationship that you are engaged in.
Yep, perfectly said. Number 6, how can you be sure not to pass your childhood traumas on to your children?
Get in touch with resolve the issues. Get in touch with what your issues are, and be purposeful about not allowing them to affect your children.
Okay.
You know, if you struggle with anxiety, you don't want to express to your children every single time you're feeling anxious, because your children are going to become anxious.
Type of
You
deal.
know, talking to children about adult issues causes them problems
So
later.
I'll tell you this. So just like the way, you know what I mean, your kids or whatever, they watch how you move, they watch what you do and stuff like that, and they start to
To
adapt
a
them.
T.
Yeah, and they start to adapt them habits. That's you passing your issues down to your kid, because they see every time this or something like this happens. Oh, you feel me? My mom or my dad or whatever is running around, you know what I mean, tripping. Everything is all, you feel me? Everything is intense to times 10. They're gonna think that's normal. They're gonna think that's the best way to deal with it, because that's
Yes.
the way you constantly show them how you're dealing with it. You get what I'm
Yes.
saying? So, like, most definitely, you know what I mean? Just them watching you, you know what I mean? It can rub off on them and cause them to start reacting. They're not going to have the same trauma. They're not going to have whatever reason it is that caused you to act that way. That's not going to be their trigger. It's actually going to be worse for them, because no matter what it
In
is now,
many cases. Yeah.
you
In many
yours is
cases,
stemming
yes.
from one issue. Yours is stemming from one or a certain something. Theirs is going to stem from everything that comes that meets or falls into that category. You get what I'm saying? So it's actually going to be worse. You're definitely going to affect them in a worse way than you're affected now.
Okay, Dr. Phil.
You hear me? Okay, look, number 7. Number 7, you feel me? What if you notice your bad habits? I just said this. What if you notice, you feel me, that your bad habits in your child, oh yeah, what if you notice your bad habits inside your child? What is the best way to correct those habits? By correcting yourself. By correcting, and what's been the main thing that mom has been saying? What have you been saying? What is it, reconcile your, what is
Resolve the issues.
resolve
Yeah.
it. By
So yes,
resolving your issue.
yes, you have to correct your behavior. And since your child already is exhibiting the behavior, you want to have a discussion and let them know that, that they have, um, seen you or witnessed you, um, behaving that way, reacting that way, however it's going. But explain to them why that's not the proper way to handle things. And then talk to them about alternatives.
Type of deal. And another thing that, you know what I mean, that you can kind of do as well, so you can really help your child understand, you feel me, why y'all are having this conversation, is to give them a little insight on your trauma. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Allow them to be able to see into why you're doing this. Okay, you know what I mean? So that way, if what actually happened to you never comes about their way, they won't even think or attempt to feel like they need to feel that way. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And you already know, as a parent who's already been through this or down this road, you're going to shelter your child from that automatically. You get what I'm saying? So if you
Mhm.
kind of put it into their head, okay, this is kind of why I'm like this. This is something you can really drill it home to them, that it's something they don't have to worry about. You get what I'm saying? So that can kind of, reverse them going down that same path that you're down at this moment, or whatever moment or situation that you're in. 8, should you speak to your child about it? Yes, you should. Okay. Question 8 was, should you speak to your child about your trauma? I think, you know what I mean? Certain.
Age
Certain.
appropriately.
Yes, there you go. That's what I said.
Age
Certain.
appropriately. We don't want to give too much information
Because too
that
much
is not
information
age
becomes
appropriate
exposure.
to a child.
It becomes exposure to that child. And we all know how it is as a kid. You tell a kid something, especially that you as an adult is calling yourself doing or something or whatever, they're going to want to try it. So whether it's good for them or bad for them or whatever, once you expose them to it, they're going to be interested in it and want to know more about this situation.
Yes.
So I should keep telling my kids I'm broke. Yeah, hell yeah. We need to tell them they broke, because that's all they're going to do is bag us to death as soon as they realize we're not broke. Hell yeah, tell their ass we broke. I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna tell them we broke with you. No, hell no. I shouldn't keep. No, hell no. You keep telling them. I read that wrong. So I should keep. No. You should keep telling them that you're broke, because we are broke. Okay, we ain't lying to them. We telling them the truth. We broke.
Okay.
Shit. All right, let me see. Okay, so that right there. Okay, that's how you speed through some questions on that dog ass. Look. That one right there was the last actual question. You feel me?
Okay.
This one or whatever. Now this question or whatever is and I guess we can close out with this, and we could just, talk until the time is up at this point, which we got about 10, 15 minutes. When should you seek family counseling? You know what I mean? When is the point where you feel like y'all need to be in there as a unit, and this is not just a solo trip anymore?
When the whole the family as a whole
It's turned up.
is behaving unhealthily with each
Turned
other
up.
within
Everybody in the
the
house.
family relationship. So when the family relationship becomes unhealthy, you may need to seek help for the family. Usually though, there in family therapy there's a scapegoat, so the family in many cases will point at one person being the real problem. um But yeah, and usually the one that they're pointing at, that ain't the one.
I I swear I was just gonna say I can assure you they are gonna point at me. And they gonna be like it's dad. Dad is dad is
Look,
dad
that's
is
what she's
dad.
saying.
Oh, I know who we gonna point at. Yeah, there you go, right there. I promise you, they're gonna all try to come say to me. But I'm gonna tell y'all this. You feel me? I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all, as my family, in on a little secret. Okay, y'all get out of me what y'all make me give y'all. Okay, y'all get out of me. Listen, if I can just walk around sunshines and rainbows all goddamn day, I would do just that. But if everybody around this motherfucker tripping, I'm tripping too. If we tripping, we tripping. Now, let me see.
Oh,
He
sure.
gonna point at us. Even the baby. Yeah, he gonna get pushed over too. Even though he can't even stand, I'm gonna nudge him there. I ain't even gonna push him. I'm gonna bump him over.
They'll be dog and face easy out.
I'm gonna, hey, well, he better be careful. He better guard his soft spot. That's crazy. That's horrible. That's horrible. No, I would
Okay.
never. I would never. I would never. You feel me? But okay. So let me see. We still got 5 people in here. So with the 5 people in here, so with the 5 people that's here still watching us right now, you know what I mean? Do any one of y'all want to put inside the chat or whatever, you know what I mean, where y'all think y'all could be dealing with a certain type of trauma, or if you think that, something you do is affecting you now, you get what I'm saying? Or if you don't want to
Or
go
if
there,
you have a question.
right, there you go. Or if you don't want to go that route, you know what I mean, then ask a question. You know what I mean? We're here to talk to y'all. We're here to answer whatever we can for y'all. So if y'all still in here right now, you know what I mean, y'all can ask away. We're gonna ignore Shonda Miller's questions though. You feel me? She's something else. She's something else. You know what I
Look,
mean? We
she ain't
got
got
to
no
watch
trauma.
her. We got to watch her. We got to watch her. We might need to put her comments on. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, let me see. I deal with abandonment issues, and I already beat what?
Procrastination.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, procrastination. I already beat procrastination. Yeah, man, I commend you for that. You know what I mean? Because yeah, for a long period of time when we first got together and everything, you know what I mean? She would say that she wanted to do something. She would probably get halfway through it, you feel me? And then be like, whatever. Now, you know what I mean? I can honestly say, if baby say that she wants to do something, she's going to do it.
She
She's
gonna
going to
follow
follow
through.
all the way through, and she's going to get it done. And when she get it done, it's going to be beautiful, type of deal. So you know what I mean? Like I said, I commend you for that. Like you doing a damn good job. You feel me, on your procrastination and doing or getting done what you set out to get done. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, here we go. Look, we stuck with Miss Miller again. Look, it's still 5 of y'all. Anybody want to say something? Don't give her an opportunity to say nothing else. Block her. Hey, look, she ain't been threatened to be blocked in about 3 months. You feel me? All
Right.
block her. Put her on. How much time we got left? Let me see. 10 minutes, 9 minutes. Put her on a 10-minute restriction. Let me see. Let me see. What are us dealing with Philly and hold on, wait, what? What are we dealing with? Like what is something that I'm dealing with? Is that's what you're asking? That's what you're asking, Miss Miller?
What are you dealing with?
Okay, what are you dealing
Wait,
with? Yeah, what are you dealing with? y'all maybe? What are y'all dealing with? Well, if that is what you're trying to say, okay, if you're trying to ask what are some things that we're dealing with, okay, um, my something that I can honestly say that I deal with is the whole like I feel like I didn't really have a fair shake as a child. You get what I'm saying? I feel like, you feel me, my opinion and stuff like that was kind of shunned to the side a lot. So now I find myself, you feel me, like I find it an obligation of mine. I find an obligation of mine to get you to understand what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? And I find like I will go on and on and on because I don't feel like you understand. And I feel like that comes from me always being misunderstood and shunned to the side often when it came to my opinion. Now I feel like I'm in a place where I'm forcing my opinion onto someone. You get what I'm saying? And I mean, even though my opinion is not bad, still, I shouldn't be trying to force anything onto anyone. You get what I'm saying? So I pretty much I feel like that's something that I'm dealing with personally.
All right.
What about you, Mom? You ain't out of this. She asked both of us.
Ah,
She asked y'all. It was y'all. Hey, Philly and Miss Honey. You see that? Look, put that
right.
back up there. Look, put that
Right.
back. Put that, look, right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did miss that part. I I would like to think that I've done a pretty good job with dealing with my unresolved issues. I think where I'm trying to think because it's not that I'm perfect or anything like that,
But you just
but
shook a lot of that bullshit.
every now and again, like something will hit me in the wrong way or in the right way and get me to overreact or just react, period. Usually when we are reacting, it's the wrong response. um but I think the last time I kind of got jabbed was when we were in Tahoe earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I had two of my brothers on that trip,
Hey, both of your
and they
brothers is
was
awesome.
picking on me.
They was picking. Nothing was
They
picking
was
on you.
picking on me. They was talking trash.
Mom, wait a second. Wait a second, though. Wait a second. Okay, Jeff and Steve. That's Uncle Steve, right?
Yeah.
Jeff and Steve. You feel me? Both of them. Both of them. You feel me? While we was out and everything, that is what we all was doing. Just talking shit. You know what I mean? We was just talking shit. So I can probably
Yeah.
honestly tell you, you feel me, that they were just trying to have fun and they did not mean to jab you like that. You know what I
Oh, they
mean?
no,
I
no,
really,
no,
yeah.
no. They
I
was
don't think I
jabbing.
don't think it was intentional. I don't think it was intentional.
They was jabbing at me.
Hey,
Look, I ain't letting
Steve's
them off
something
the
else.
hook.
Steve is something else, fool. He is crazy. He is crazy. Let me see. That was your inner child talking. They picking on me.
Absolutely. It's still look, my inner child is still talking. They was picking on me and I know it. And yeah.
I know y'all was picking on me. You stupid. That is horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, type of deal, type of deal. But yeah, if it was anything that I can call, you feel me, it's definitely that. You feel me? I feel like a lot of what I said or a lot of what I did as a child didn't matter, even if it did matter. You know what I mean? It was just like, so what? You get what I'm saying? Like, and type of deal. And it's like, damn, that's kind of, you know what I mean? That's kind of jacked up, but
Hmm.
whatever. You feel me? Which, like I say, you know what I mean? I can't be too mad at how I was raised, you feel me? Because it made me into the person that I am today. and I am completely satisfied with the person I am today. I'm not out here trying to make nobody like me. I don't care if you like me, deal with me. You don't have to deal with me or none of that, because
Right.
I am okay with myself. You get what I'm saying? It's like whatever. I know I ain't did nothing to nobody, and I'm not going to let anyone tell me or make me feel like I did anything to anyone. It's not going to work. I'm not going to let you influence your feelings or your traumas or whatever onto me. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? I dealt with a lot of stuff. I had to deal with a lot of stuff, you know what I mean, on my own already. So if I found myself having to try to deal with it on my own, I would be just fine. You get what I'm saying? I've had to go through it already. I've already had to talk myself, you feel me, out of depression. I had to self-therapy myself. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I talk the way I talk now. That's why I act the way I act now. That's just how I am now, because I had to endure and go through and figure out a lot of stuff on my own. You get what I'm saying? So I am satisfied with the answer I give myself. I'm satisfied with what, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just a me thing. It was terrible growing up as a kid, but it made me the person that I am today, and I'm not mad with myself at all.
That's a blessing.
It truly is. It truly is. And what's crazy is this, like, you cannot imagine how hard it is for someone to literally block out everyone's disappointment of you. Block out everyone's, how they feel about, I don't care. You get what I'm saying? I don't care what you feel about me. It's about what I feel about myself. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Yeah, so at the end of the day,
if I could get all of my clients to realize that, I would be out of a job.
Okay, straight up.
Yeah.
Look, and I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you for this, Miss Miller, even though I want to block you.
All right, y'all. I know this is a little abrupt, but it is time for me to go.
Okay, yep, it is 7. Okay, Mom, you have a good one, okay? Stay up,
All
stay
right.
up. Go ahead, babe. Run the exit. You feel me? Just run the intro out of here. We out of here. All right, y'all stay up. So you need all your clients to be delusional. You stupid. You is something else.
Love. Philly black, nigga. All work, no play shit. Lightside Nation. Black talk, nigga. Affecting it to show affection, feel defected. Affecting at an early age from being neglected. That explains why every time I go to love or somebody love me, you always second guess it. Remember in the household, 3 women, 2 men. Pops wasn't around, but now I understand. It took for me to grow old, talk to Pops as an adult, realize he never broke, but it was times he had to bend. Older brother in the streets, older sister right behind him. It was Pokemon cars, Juvie and big timers. Chilling with Delano McKillen where you can find us. Then I got a job painting and planting gardens. Guess I was destined that I would get it regardless. No, I ain't soft and I don't claim to be the hardest. No, I ain't dumb and I don't claim to be the smartest. I woke up and realized I'm just an artist. I just want to thank everybody and anybody, you know what I mean, that's listening to this album. Philly Black, all work, no play shit, High Side Nation. Look out for Black Talk coming soon, man.